Steps involved in creating the medullary interstitial gradient. The process of creation of high medullary interstitial osmolarity can be explained by using hypothetical steps leading to the normal equilibrium, although the steps do not occur in vivo. It is also important to remember that the equilibrium is maintained unless the osmotic gradient is washed out. Step 1. Maintaining the equilibrium is summarized in the following animation for nephron with no thin ascending limb. Assume first a condition in which the osmolarity is 300 milliosmoles per liter throughout the descending and ascending limbs and the medullary interstitium. Descending limb of loop of Henle is permeable only to water and ascending limb only to solutes. Step 2. Sodium chloride is absorbed by the sodium-potassium chloride cotransport from the ascending limb. This secondary active transport of sodium chloride establishes a 200 milliosmoles per liter concentration gradient between the tubular fluid and the interstitial fluid. Step 3. In step 3, the tubular fluid in the descending limb of loop of Henle and the interstitial fluid quickly reach osmotic equilibrium because of osmosis of water out of the descending limb via aquaporin 1. The interstitial osmolarity at this stage is maintained at 400 milliosmoles per liter because of the continued transport of ions out of the thick ascending loop of Henle. Thus, by itself, the active transport of sodium chloride out of the TAL can establish a gradient of only 200 milliosmoles per liter, much less than that achieved by the counter-current system. Step 4. Step 4 is additional flow of isotonic fluid from the proximal tubule, which causes the hypotonic fluid previously formed in the descending limb to flow into the ascending limb. Step 5. Once this hypotonic fluid reaches the ascending limb, activity of sodium-potassium chloride cotransport pumps additional ions into the interstitium until a 200 milliosmoles per liter osmotic gradient is established once again. This increases the interstitial osmolarity to 500 milliosmoles per liter. Step 6. Then once again fluid in the descending limb equilibrates with the hypotonic medullary interstitium. As the hypotonic fluid flows from the descending limb of the loop of Henle, flows into the ascending limb, more solute is continuously transported out of the tubules and deposited into the medullary interstitium. These steps are repeated over and over again, with the net effect of adding more and more solutes into the medulla in excess of water. This process gradually multiplies the osmolarity of the medullary interstitium, eventually increasing it to 1,200 to 1,400 milliosmoles per liter.